Hi everybody, and welcome to Traveling with Russell, and welcome to a new video. Welcome to Gili Air, Indonesia, the sea turtle capital of the world. I'm going to take you for a walk around my hotel today, and it's right behind me. Now before we walk on inside, I just thought I'd give you an idea geographically where we are. So there's a path that leads from the beach in this direction. You'll see a couple of guys walking up here with their bags. If you walk this way, it's around about a 3 or 4 minute walk and you're at the beach. Now we flew here and we actually took a car from the airport in Lumbung down to the harbour, and we took a speedboat, and the speedboat dropped us right off at the beach at the end of this path, and we only had a 2 or 3 minute walk up the pathway here to the rooms. And then if we swing around this way, good timing, these guys are walking back inland. So if you walk this direction about 3 minutes, then turn left, you end up on the harbour road, which brings you down to the main harbour, where all the speedboats, fast boats, slow boats arrive typically from Bali. And you can get the boats from over in Sanua or Padang Bay over to Gili Air. And then also nearby is the other Gili, so Gili Trawangan, Gili Meno, and the mainland of Lombok. So very easy to get here. Now, if you arrive from the harbour, I'd say about a 10 or 15 minute walk, depending on, obviously, if you know which way to go. It makes a lot of sense. Very nice mosaic right here, by the way. Being that I live in Russia right now, mosaics are a huge thing all over Russia. And it's kind of like pebbles that they've done. Now I'm going to take you for a walk around of the actual bungalows themselves. We've got 4 different ones to look at. Then we're going to have a look at the pool and kind of garden area. Now the first thing when you come in here, especially if you come from the beach, they've got a nice little tap right here to rinse off your feet. So if you've got a bit of sand on them, or if you walk barefoot, you do see a lot of people walk barefoot on the island, which is, you know, for me, it's very, very hot to walk barefoot. But there is also bike parking right here. So if you're going to rent a bike, you can actually rent a bike right from the staff here, and you can park them right here. Pretty easy riding around the island. There is some carts where it's got a little bit of kind of boggy sand, but this is the reception. So if you are arriving for the first time, or you've stayed here a few days like we have, well, this is now coming up to 2 weeks for us staying here. The staff are always on duty, or they're kind of busy walking around. They might be fixing the rooms or preparing something for somebody arriving, but they do have a few kind of things to do here on the island. Anything that you need or want to ask, pretty much the staff know every possible answer. And if not, they'll ask somebody else who might want to find out the answer for you. But pretty easy. Check-in time after 1 p.m, check-out time 11 a.m. These times are pretty normal for most hotels, and they also correspond nicely if you're going to take the fast boats here, because typically you'll arrive after lunch anyway. And then check-out time 11 a.m. is normally before that you're going to get the boat back to Bali. A lot of people will take the boat from here back to Bali, or if you're arriving from Bali. So the checkout times are very flexible too. I know we came a little bit early, so they let us drop our bags off. We actually jumped straight in the pool and went for a swim. Now the last time I stayed here was 4 years ago, and since then the plants have grown up, the trees. It's kind of just made this nice kind of tropical oasis. I'm going to say that, tropical oasis, because it really is. It's kind of this little hidden away place. Now there's only 8 rooms here, so you're not even going to be kind of feel like it's busy. You know, you might be the only one in the pool sometimes, which quite often when we come for a swim, either in the early morning or the afternoon, you are the only people. And there's plenty of sunbeds right here. Now I'm filming this just about lunchtime, so it's kind of right at the height of the sun. So the shade will be early morning, because it'll come over from the Lombok side, then sets over in the west over here on the Bali side. So if you kind of swim early morning or afternoon, you'll be in the shade, but very nice pool. Now there's 4 different types of rooms here in Gili Air Bungalows. Now this is actually our room right here, which is one of the family rooms. I'm going to show you that in a minute. There's actually one here, then there's one at the end. There's 4 on this side and 4 rooms on the other side. And then there's also the Gili Air room right here. So this room's actually a double room, but it's actually very big. You actually have a table and chairs right here. You've got hot and cold water, tea and coffee. You've got a nice Sofa here with pillows so you can lay out. You can put your wet clothes from the beach right here. Now, this is actually open because I just planned this ahead of time so we can come for a walk in. So this is considered a double room, but it's actually still very spacious. TV on the wall right here if you want to watch TV. Kind of a bit of a mix of channels, mostly Indonesian channels, but if you want to watch TV, you can. This is kind of like a day bed, but you could technically have another person here. But for us in our room, we put all our clothes here. We unpacked our bags onto everything here. And then this big 4-poster bed. Now this is the double room. And this actually is the same size bed in our room as well, but very nice. Lots of pillows, 6 pillows, and then these 2 little pillows. It's kind of too many pillows, but it's very nice. It's very comfy. I can assure you from the 2 times we've stayed here, this time and 4 years ago, this is the reason we came back. There's also a fridge in all the rooms as well. It's just a mini fridge, but it works well. There's also a safe right here, and the staff can help you kind of set it up. Now, what is very normal in Gili Air and in the Gili Islands in general are these outdoor bathrooms. Now, don't be alarmed because this is very normal if you're going to stay anywhere in the Gilis. So obviously toilet, we know that already. Somewhere for the towels. And then this outdoor bathroom here. Now, I'm going to be in the mirror here a little bit. You've got the sink right there. Huge mirror. There's also a plug up there if you've got a shave or a hairdryer. You also get water with your room. And then these are the very famous outdoor showers. Now, this is exactly the same in our room. So if you get an afternoon shower, literally you get an afternoon shower. But this is a very popular thing in the Gili Islands. Obviously the tile's right there, but this also has hot and cold fresh water as well. Now that may seem strange to you, but some places in the Gilis don't have fresh water. They've got only seawater. So where you might see somewhere advertised as fresh water or hot and cold water, some places might not even have a hot water system. So yeah, this is the double room. We actually stayed in this room before, and then now we've gone and got the family room, just a little bit bigger. But you'll see the difference in a second here. But this room, perfectly fine for 2 people, even 1 person alone. There's so much room. Air conditioning, super cold, by the way. Because this building is brick or stone and then a roof, it keeps it that bit colder and cooler. So if that's something that you like, this room might be for you. Now, when we came back this time, we were thinking we were going to get this room. We ended up with the family room. But this is kind of the reason we really like this room. This kind of little archway right here that led right out to the pool. I mean, literally, you're 3 steps from the pool and you can jump in and have a swim. Very nice, by the way. It's a chlorinated pool and it's nice, and it's kind of nice and refreshing. It's not cold, it's not hot. You'll find a lot of times in Bali, there's different pool temperatures. And these nice shade umbrellas here in all these different colors. How nice are the colors? The pinks, purples. Oh, it's so nice. I feel like I'm like a travel agent showing you around, but we really are staying here. We've got a few more days, then we're heading back to Bali ourselves. So this is what's called the family room. So this is kind of the end of the set of 4 rooms right here. So a little bit wider entryway. The table's a little bit bigger. Now, I've basically had this planned out so we can come for a walk around. There's no bottled water here, but they'd have that hot and cold, tea and coffee, everything. So for now, while there's no guests staying at a couple of the rooms, and again, you've got that nice sofa to sit out on. My wife loves sitting out on this sofa. I find it a little bit warm, but it takes a little while to adjust to the humidity in Indonesia. That's a certainty, but there's actually a nice breeze just sort of blowing through now. You can just see those palm trees swaying. And we're going to come into basically this is the room that we've got, but the number 8 room. So this is what's called a family room. And you'll see the reason why here. So on this side, the bed is pretty much exactly what we saw in the double room next door. I'm not going to put the lights on because we don't really need to. There's still plenty of light coming in. Again, lots of pillows. And this is the kind of extra here. Now they've actually put the tea and coffee inside in this room, and they've got the TV up there as well. and the fridge. So we basically buy bottled water, Coca-Cola, we put it in the fridge. And then they provide the towels, of course. They also provide the beach towels, so you can take them down to the beach and they'll just replace them every day, or you can go to the reception and replace them. So the whole family room idea here is you've got a second double bed right here. And I didn't mention that, but these are kind of mosquito nets, if you like. We haven't pulled them down on our room because we don't sort of feel it's necessary, but a lot of people do that. They put all the curtains down. This room is very much sealed, so there's not really too much that's going to come in. And then the bathroom, I think these are exactly the same. Oh, the difference, right, is got the double sink. Now, my wife and I don't come and shower and bathe at the same time, so I guess the double sink being that it's a family room, but the same mirror. And then that famous outdoor shower here. How is that? You can see the coconuts on the palm trees right there. It is so nice. I mean, you may rarely kind of end up coming for a shower and getting wet with the rain, but when you do, it's just that little bit more refreshing. Some people kind of, oh, it's not very good, but it's very nice. Just going to make sure I close up everything here because I'm doing this sort of walk around of the rooms. Again, you got the safe in the corner right there. Actually, for our room, we've got our passports in there, our wallets and things like that, documents. And it's nice and easy. Plenty of plug sockets as well. Now, I'm going to try and show you this. These are the European sockets. So if you are coming from another country, try and remember to bring an adapter if you don't have the European plugs. The Bali and the European ones are pretty much the same, but if you're from Australia, might be worth making sure you bring a Bali travel adapter. You could get them here in town if you really didn't bring one, but I think a lot of people traveling with them nowadays. Yeah, these family rooms have this little bit bigger table and chairs as well. I guess if you're going to be a family, you need more chairs to sit down at. You can definitely kind of sit and have a meal here or have some food. And then again, you're literally steps away from the pool. And how nice does it look? Now, of course, a lot of people come to the Gili Islands to come snorkeling, to come scuba diving, to come looking for turtles. But, you know, there is still a fair amount of people that I've noticed, especially this trip, that come just to relax on Gili Air. They don't come for the diving and the snorkeling part of it. They come for the peace and quiet. And how quiet is it here? You know, a little gentle breeze. And I'm really ready to jump in this pool myself. So the third type of accommodation here at Gili Air Bungalows is called the Lumbung style, or Lumbung Sapi, which means quiet. Now, this place where we're staying here generally is very quiet. I mean, barring the birds tweeting and then a few chickens in the morning. So the Lumbungs are very traditional Indonesian, Lombok, Gili style accommodation. So there's two of them. There's one right here on my right, and then there's one at the entrance on the other side. So you've got two different ones to choose from. This is kind of the one in the back corner here. Now, I haven't stayed in one of these in this place, but I've stayed in one of these at other hotels here on Gili Air. And I kind of still like these. A little bit smaller. You've got the kind of the day beds right here. And then you've got the pillows so you can chill out and relax, go to book. Maybe you're going to go on your phone and read the news. Tea and coffee again. This is again for your washing, if you want to just dry your clothes. We pretty much put our swimsuits and shorts on them. So coming into the Lumbung style, so this is a little bit smaller than the two that we've seen, but this is very typical of a Lumbung. Lots of wood furniture. So the water machine's right inside here, that's kind of handy. And then this is basically the brand of the water that you get all over Indonesia here, bottled water. It's the same thing, but hot and cold. So if you want to do tea and coffee, a lot of people are tea and coffee drinkers, I know that. But the bed here, I don't think it's actually any smaller. Of course, you've got the kind of the raised roof here, and then this big kind of mosquito net. It's really more ornate on this kind of room. You know, it's makes it very nice. I mean, it's really up to you how big a room that you want. Now, I didn't plan opening the doors here for the bathroom, but let's come on in and check this out now. Again, this is an open bathroom, kind of very nice tiles right here. I really like the these outdoor bathrooms. Oh, this has got a nice sink too. Check this out, this kind of stone basin right here. And they also have the glasses there, shampoo and body wash if you didn't bring anything yourself. Very well looked after here. You could sort of forget everything and it's still here. And then again, you've got that overhead shower right there. They call these rain showers. They do look a little bit simple in the design, but they do exactly what you need them to do. And then the toilet right back here as well. So this is kind of an extension of the actual Lumbung itself. And then they build the outdoor bathroom here. Basically it's tile and brick design, but have a look at the banana trees. Oh, check that out. Bananas right there in your shower almost. So even though it's a Lumbung style accommodation, it still has air conditioning in this room. So there's the controls right there. And these are fairly normal, what we call split system air conditioners. Put that on within about 15 minutes. It'll cool down to nice and cold in here. There's the safe there. There's also a bag if you want to carry your stuff to the beach. So you might have forgotten that. You can hang your clothes up even. Even we're not doing that in our room, hanging the clothes up. But in a lot of the Lumbungs that you may stay at in the Gilis, a lot of them don't have air conditioning. They've just got a fan in the ceiling. But here, no worries. That proper air conditioning, you kind of really... They're the two things that I look for in a hotel room, by the way, is good air conditioning. As I literally just walk right outside. Good air conditioning and cold shower. I want to come back and have a nice cold shower when I've come back from the beach or even just coming out of the pool. And you've got that kind of in spades here. Again, you're not that far from the pool in this corner here. And then the middle two rooms here are called the glass style rooms. So it's kind of a bit of a mix of kind of that brick and a kind of tiled roof with that kind of traditional Balinese, Indonesian look with lots of wood. Now there is also Wi-Fi here, and I'm just going to show this because everywhere you go now, Wi-Fi seems to be critical. And they've got the router right there. So I'd imagine these couple of rooms have got good Wi-Fi. Now the room that we're in, it's got perfectly fast, normal Wi-Fi. I can do everything I need to do. So they've got a little divider here. Pretty much, I don't think people even close this, even if you don't know your neighbors, but if you decide to book side-by-side rooms, you'd have that option now. Have a look from here before we head on inside. Again, I keep going back to this pool, but it's just so nice. So we'll go for a walk around in the glass style room. They call it glass style because there's lots of glass windows here, as opposed to the other room and the one we're in, which has just got the door as the glass. So I guess you're going to get more light in. Nice big bed here. These are, they're called day beds, but it's really a single bed with a few pillows. And you can just chill out. Again, that's your hot and cold water. And this one has the kind of little chairs and coffee table right there. Very nice. Again, I've not walked in these rooms on this side because we stayed on the other side. But I'm walking in for the first time. So again, this is kind of almost like a triple room. So you got the double bed right there. Nice, kind of the posts. Again, lots of wood and ornate woods. Then you've got a single bed over here, which is kind of probably more like a bed and a half. I wouldn't even call it, it's a big single if it is a single bed. Some plug sockets down there near the bed as well. And then again, they've got the safe. Safes are pretty much standard in every room, every hotel that you go to nowadays. Again, you've got the small fridge, got your beach bag, got your TV. So the rooms are very much replicated in terms of the amenities, but the different size of rooms. But again, this big bed as well, you know, it's very nice. Now, let me just figure out how to get the door open to the bathroom. I didn't put a plan to unlock these ahead of time, so... Oh, a different sink again right here. How nice is this? This kind of bowl style sink. Again, you've got the bottled water, body wash and shampoo, and a nice big mirror. My wife really loves these big mirrors in the bathrooms. So, well, lots of space in here again. It's kind of the size of the room, so they basically just replicated out the back here. And then the shower. Again, this open shower. No bananas here, but you've got that kind of rain shower right there. So it really is a very nice feeling when you come for a shower here and you've got the palm trees and the banana leaves kind of over the roof. Actually, big ceiling right here as well. But yeah, very nice room. As I squeeze through, I'm trying to do this basically one take, if it's possible, walking around. But this is a nice room. Again, the glass style room, you've got the more glass windows, so you can open that second curtain there and just look out to the pool, especially in the morning when the sun comes up kind of in this direction as well. Get plenty of light coming in here. So what do you think so far? This is a nice room. Again, get that air conditioning blowing cold. I like cold air conditioning. I like it to be very cold. My wife doesn't like it so cold like I do, but let's lock this door behind me. But it was a good chance to kind of get a look at all the different styles of rooms here. Now, I know this review's gone on a little bit long, but I really wanted to show you all of the 4 different types of rooms here at Gili Air Bungalows. Again, I completely vouch for this place. I stayed here 4 years ago the first time, and it took 4 years to get back here. We're so glad we came back. We're literally here till Tuesday. We've got 2 more days, and it'll be 2 weeks that we spent here. 2 very nice weeks. So let me know what you think of the rooms. So as we walk back again through these kind of palm leaves, I thought I'd have one last look at the pool, because I think, you know, apart from the different styles of rooms, did you decide what room you want to stay in? Now, I'm going to put a link in the description to booking.com, which I think this is kind of where most people book nowadays. And then there's also the direct link to the website of the hotel as well that you can book through. And part of booking, of course, as well, you've got the full breakfast. Now, depending on the time of year that you come and stay here, you can either have your breakfast served to you here at the rooms. Very typically, a lot of people walk down to the beach and go to Chill Out Bar, which is basically the sister business to this. And you can actually have your breakfast by the beach at Chill Out Bar. Now, there's a full English breakfast. There's a kind of pick your own breakfast where you choose fruits, yogurts, things like that. Different types of eggs, pancakes, and there's even traditional Indonesian breakfast as well. But for me, English breakfast all the way. So as we walk on out of Gili Air Bungalows, I want to thank everyone for watching. I hope the video wasn't too long, but I wanted to make sure we got a full review of the 4 different types of rooms. So you saw my room, you saw what the other rooms look like. So again, the link's in the description to the bookings if you want to book it directly through the hotel, or booking.com, it's up to you. Again, if you kind of contact the hotel directly, you know, they'll help you out with any questions you might have or anything that I didn't really cover in the video. So yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. Traveling with Russell. I'm Russell, of course. If you liked it, give us a thumbs up. Post a comment. Let me know what your favorite room was. Did you have a bit of a preference? I kind of like now the Lumbung style where you can see the bananas up when you're having a shower there. I don't know if anyone noticed that, but we don't have that in our room with the view of the banana trees. So yeah, post a comment, let me know what you think. I put another video for you to watch right after this one. I've actually done a walk around of the local supermarket here on the island. It might be worth checking that out so you can see what you can get if you need to go shopping for any kind of necessities. So yeah, check that out right after this video. Thanks everybody. Bye.